What's good, YouTube? Hope all is well with you. This is the Valiant Sense coming back at you once again with another fragrance review. First of all, shout out to all of my subscribers and those who are just viewing. Even if you're not subscribed, I appreciate you as well. We are coming into the second episode of the holiday hype train. All aboard! And we are getting into what you all know and love as, from the house of Mercedes-Benz, this is Fingerprints Galore. No, that's not the name of the fragrance, but it is Club Black with a box that is fingerprint heavy. But I gotta show you the box as part of the presentation. All right, and so we open up this bad boy, of course. I've already had a good couple of weeks of wearing this. Again, the box, and here is the fragrance bottle. Of course, another fingerprint monster, but I've tried to wipe this thing down, but it just won't hold in terms of a nice shine. But you can see the ring light reflects off of it just fine. You see right there, I've used a nice little isosceles triangles worth. Yeah, when's the last time you heard isosceles triangle? In grade school, and they said you were gonna need it one day. No. Isosceles triangle. Anyway, that's how much I've used. And yeah, we'll go ahead and give it another spray. Just because you can see that spray is very nice. Now this one, I only needed one. I only needed one for the for the presentation here, as well as let me get to the notes, as well as what I remember of this fragrance. That's the last time I sprayed it. And this one was tricky for me. This one was very, very tricky for me. So at first, well, let's get into the note breakdown, okay? Let's get into get this out of my face. Let's get to the note breakdown. First of all, we'll go over the main accords according to Fragrantica. Amber, vanilla, balsamic, warm, spicy, woody, smoky, and powdery. And then we get to the actual note breakdown. Top note is bergamot. Middle notes, incense and jasmine. And then base notes are vanilla, benzoin, woodsy notes, and ambroxan. Now there have been many comparisons to Spiritus Double Vanille or Double Vanille. And I would have to say, yes, that is a fair and accurate comparison. Oddly enough, this also did what Spiritus Double Vanille did on my skin, and that was fall flat. It fell flat on my skin. Skin was clean, moisturized. It fell flat on my skin. However, after wearing this many, many times over, it still was the same, but other people smelled it off of me much easier and much stronger than I did. I was thinking this is falling flat on my skin, so I needed to spray a couple more sprays every time I wore it out. It was way too strong for other people, so I had to tone it down just because other people could smell it a lot better off of me than I could. And that doesn't happen most of the time. Most of the time, if it's a strong fragrance, I can smell it, and I know if it's strong and I can smell it, I know that other people are gonna be like, oh, that's strong. This one was, I could spray this like 6 times and it doesn't smell strong on me at all, but other people will be like, whoa. So you've got to realize with this one, it may come off of your skin strong, and maybe it's strong for other people. It may come off of your skin light, but it's still strong for other people. The smell itself is great. I love the smell. One thing that I wasn't sure of, that I was a little disappointed, was when I first sprayed it on paper at a fragrance store, the way it smelled on paper was exactly the way I wanted it to smell on my skin. In the air and on a test strip, It was an aromatic, woody, smoky vanilla. Keyword aromatic, and that's what I was really looking for. I was like, oh yes, this is it. But when I spray it on my skin, I don't get that aromatic. I don't get the aromatic, and that's what I was hoping for. And to me, it just seemed like it fell flat on my skin. But other people could smell this. They said it smells great. If I sprayed too much, they said it smelled strong. So you've got to be careful on the trigger with this one. At least I do, because I was thinking, I need to spray more on, because in order for people to smell it, it's gotta be, I need a little more on me, more surface area, especially in the cold weather. People could smell this on me. They could smell this on me for a very nice distance. And after that, I was like, okay, tone it down. I would get compliments off of this. It was very nice. I enjoyed it when I could smell it. And then other people enjoyed it more than I did. So it worked out. But if we go over the notes, I do get the bergamot at the top, but it's not for long at all. See, I can't even, from the time that I sprayed it, I can't smell the bergamot anymore. But in that initial blast onto my skin, I can smell the bergamot. But that quickly goes away. I get a little bit of the incense. I don't really get jasmine in my opinion, but you get a heavy dose of vanilla, you get benzoin, you get the little woody base on the dry down, and then Broxton, of course, makes this thing project a lot. So like I said, it was just like Spiritus Double Vanille. If you have smelled Spiritus Double Vanille and you need something that's more affordable, this is it. This really is it. Is it perfect? Is it a perfect one-on-one identical clone? No, I don't even know if that's what Mercedes-Benz was going for. But if you think about it, they probably just wanted something to complement the cars. Like, look at this. If you know anything about Mercedes-Benz, BMW, all the luxury cars, they tend to throw this in with a new car purchase, depending on the car, depending on the dealership. But I've seen it happen. I used to work at a car dealership, not this one, but I know that they do that for the high luxury, high end, brand new cars. And if you think about what this looks like, I've seen it. This looks like the gear shift or stick shift in modern day luxury cars. It'll be stuck right here, and instead of you having your gear shift where you do like this, you just do this and you just kind of flick it forward, or flick it back to change from park to reverse, or reverse to drive, or something like that. This looks exactly like one of the gear shifts. Stick shifts, whatever you want to call it. And this is something that they would just, okay, you bought a brand new car, you paid, I don't know how much money, way up there, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 for a car. We'll throw in a free cologne to go with the car. And I think a lot of times they'll try to put it in the terms of, okay, this car speaks to dark mystery, something. And so they're like, okay, let's give them that same type of fragrance to go with, hey, you got the fragrance for the type of car that you're driving, so and so. So I think that's what they were going for with this. I'm not sure exactly what car you would get this with, but that seems like the notion, because I've seen that happen before. And so this is, for Mercedes-Benz, a car brand, to make a fragrance this good, I'm like, who is doing this for them? And this is the nose behind this is Oliver Cresp, and I'm like, oh, I've heard that name before. I have seen that name before. So I was like, okay, Oliver's in this. Okay, how did they get him to do it? I don't know. But this is a very good fragrance. Very good fragrance. You should definitely try it out. Like I said, go easy on the trigger. If it falls flat on your skin like it did mine, wait until it gets in the air. It might project, and then people will also smell it a lot greater than you will. But I was thinking I was gonna have to layer this with something else in order for it to project and get that vanilla to be more aromatic. This does just fine on its own. So this has been my review of Mercedes-Benz Club Black. And there again is the bottle, and here's the box. Until next time, believe it till you stop breathing. This is Divine Sense. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate all of my subscribers as we continue to grow this channel. Y'all have a blessed evening.